Good morning, Lambeth Academy. Hope we're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Lambeth Academy, I'm excited, I'm proud, I'm beyond joy to welcome you to House Archer. Okay, so we have been speaking and creating a lot of buzz and commotion and noise around the house system. So essentially, this is how it is. So as you know, your performance, you'll be based on your performance daily. And there's been a lot of misconceptions and ideas going around that it's only going to be based on sporting ability, which is totally incorrect. Now, as you can see on the slide, we will be encouraging you all to achieve the highest merits, to gain the highest attendance, to gain the highest marks on your Seneca, your Hegarty maths, and your other subjects, including Go Chinese. And also contributing to the house point system is the lowest late marks, as well as the lowest reflection room referrals, as well as the lowest detentions for homework and etc. So essentially, the house system points will be based on you completing your work, as well as you being on time to school and reducing the amount of detentions and reflection room referrals you gain. Okay. So how is it all calculated? So essentially what will happen is we'll use an algorithm and it will calculate the house points over the years, and we'll have a leaderboard to update every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks that leaderboard will change. I envision the leaderboard to always have Archer at number 1 and the rest of the houses underneath. We don't really care about the houses underneath us. However, what we should really care about is Archer being number 1. In regards to competition, there will be large and small competitions, and the house points are as follows. So if you come first place in any competition, House Archer will receive 100 points. If we become second, then it's 75 points. If we're in third place, then it's 50 points, and it's fourth place, then 25 points. So the house system score points is on the board. Now, house points are always given for taking part. So the emphasis is for everybody within House Archer to contribute, to participate. And participation looks different across different competitions. For example, if we show up in a very big number to support a fellow housemate, then we can gain 2 points. So participation and contribution will be a crucial point, and we need to ensure that we are there to support each other and to contribute to House Archer. So as Mr. Shaw gave his assembly last week, the house system is very unique. It's essentially a vertical group within the school. So within House Archer, there's a segment from a cohort from year 13, year 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, and 7. So it's not tutor bases, which is all based in year groups. It's actually vertically. So within House Archer, there's a cohort of year 13s all the way down to year 7s. Essentially, we need to work together to ensure that we become the best house, which I'm sure we will be. You should see an image of the glue stick. Essentially, that represents us coming together, participating, and doing it as a team. And the big trophy underneath the Archer badge essentially is what we're gaining. Okay, is essentially what we are looking for. We're looking to win all competitions. However, what does that look like? Well, winning competitions looks like participation and displaying your best ability. So last week I did speak about John Archer. However, I think it would be a really good idea if we touched base on it again. So who was John Archer? Essentially, he was known for these attributes: for being brave, highly educated, revolutionary, and respected. John Archer was born in Liverpool. However, he moved to Battersea at a young age with his parents. His mother was from Ireland and his father was from Barbados. Um, Growing up and through education, John Archer studied medicine, and at the same time he ran a small photography studio before turning his efforts to politics. So as you can see, he had a passion for arts and the creative side of things. However, also studying medicine, which is a very science-based, so he had the science and arts passion within him before turning his efforts to politics. Whilst in politics, John Archer was revolutionary and he was groundbreaking. He became the first ever black mayor of Battersea and within London. Now, as you know, within London, there are different boroughs: Lambeth, Wandsworth, Southwark, etc. He was the first black mayor of any borough within London, which is a monumental milestone. Alongside being the first black mayor of Battersea, he was also instrumental in the Pan-African movement. Apologies about this. Apologies about that. So, John Archer was instrumental in the Pan-African movement. Essentially, the aim of this organization was to cement and to concrete the knowledge and the found and a relationship with Africans all over the globe. So he was very instrumental in essentially connecting other Africans across the globe in 1918. What made John Archer instrumental within his community and his contributions moving forward? Again, he was elected the first mayor of Battersea, making him the first black mayor in London. And as a sign of his accomplishments, there's a primary school named after him in Clapham Common, Battersea. And also there's a residential estate in Battersea named after him. So his legacy does live on. One key piece of information that adds to his legacy is there'll be a statue erected of him within Battersea. Now, I was in communication with Councillor Govindia of Wandsworth Borough, and essentially he's the person responsible for erecting this statue of John Archer. And as you can see in the screen, it says, "I am pleased to launch the House Archer and I look forward to the achievements you'll make in John Archer's name." Supported by myself, Mr. Eno. I hope John Archer will continue to inspire future generations as well as ours at Lambeth Academy, as well as the neighbouring boroughs of Wandsworth. I think it is fitting that I leave you with these words from John Archer, Councillor says. "Battersea has done many things in the past, but the greatest thing it has done is to show that it has no racial prejudice and that it recognises a man for the work he has done." Again, this is from Councillor Govindia as he emulates John Archer's work within the community. So John Archer is a crucial part within our community. Granted, a lot of his work is in Battersea, however, it has stretched out to neighbouring boroughs. As you can see, the bottom left image, that's John Archer, and he was a member of the postal stamps. Now, the Queen will allow a different person to be placed on the stamps in replace of her face. So it's a quite high honour. As well as he has a London Heritage Badge, and also in the top right corner, you'll see Battersea Art Centre of Arts. That's the old council assembly hall where John Archer used to preside. So speaking of John Archer and his qualities, it's very easy for me to say John Archer was highly educated, he was brave, he was respected. But what does that actually look like to you, and how can we emulate that within our school? So John Archer demonstrated strong leadership to become the first mayor, black mayor within Battersea. However, what does this look like to you being a Lambeth Academy student? Within the house system, we are looking for honourable leaders. We are looking for leaders that will take the competition by the scruff of the neck and deliver. We are looking for you to make progress. We are looking for you to lead the team and the house to success. Now, success looks different in various competitions. However, essentially, as long as you progress, that they're showing success, and being successful is displaying honourable leadership. Excellence in thinking. Again, John Archer studied medicine as well as opened his own studio at the same time. So in regards to excellent thinking, how does that, or what does that look like to you as a Lambeth Academy pupil? Excellence in thinking is essentially how you perform in regards to your education here at Lambeth Academy, from your A levels to your BTECs to your GCSEs to your Key Stage 3 and 4 assessments. Excellence in thinking is demonstrating the knowledge which is passed on from our excellent teachers here at Lambeth Academy onto the paper to demonstrate that you actually can deliver on certain tasks. Commitment to progress. Again, he was committed to the Pan-African movement, becoming the president of the African Progress Union. Again, what does commitment to progress look like to you as a Lambeth Academy pupil? Now, this will vary again from different tasks and different situations. However, as long as you are moving forward in regards to your behavior, your attainment, as well as your personal growth, commitment to progress is being displayed. What makes a successful house? As you can see, we have the different houses there: Archer, Thornton, Szabo, and Jones. However, what makes a house successful? Going back to my original slide, exceptional attendance, merits and postcards, attending clubs, sharing ideas, exceptional behavior, but most importantly, especially within this house system, is participation. Participation in events and competition. That there will make House Archer successful. Now, I'm going to ask tutors if you could reach into your brown bag and distribute the House Archer badges, please. Thank you. As your teacher is handing out the badges, I would like you to take this opportunity to pin it to your left lapel. This should be worn as part of your uniform. Just as your uniform, if you lose it, you must replace it, and it will cost you £3. This being part of your uniform, you should wear it with pride, as I do, as you're part of a very special and unique house, which is House Archer. I'm going to give you 2 minutes just to position your lapel, so position your badge on your lapel. Okay, great. So if you haven't managed to fix your badge to your lapel, it's totally fine. Do not worry. Please place it down on the desk, and you can do that at break time. Okay, so if you haven't attached your badge to your lapel, it's okay. You can do it at break time. Thank you. So our first mini competition essentially is to design a shield for our house flag. It will need 4 symbols to represent our house, and the deadline is in 2 weeks, which is the 1st of December. Again, 100 points for first place, and points will be awarded for participation. So again, going back to our previous slide, if you do come first place, it's 100 points. Second place is 75, third place is 50, and fourth place is 25. So essentially, we want to start off on the right foot, and we need this house flag to be excellent. Now, what is a house flag, you're thinking? A house flag is essentially a coat of arms which has images to represent what our house should look like. So as you can see, we have many examples on the top, and these are different coats of arms, very similar to a house badge. So just to the people next to you, can you just turn and talk and just discuss a few ideas which you might think will be appropriate, but also fitting to be displayed on House Archer? I'm going to give you 90 seconds. Which images do you believe should be appropriate and fitting for House Archer? Your 90 seconds starts now. Thank you, House Archer. If you'd like to draw those conversations to a close. Thank you. If you'd like to draw those conversations to a close. Thank you. So hopefully you do have some great ideas in regards to which images you believe we should display on our house flag. If you do see me during lunchtime and break time, please approach me and float some ideas past me. I'm eager to hear your ideas. So what will happen next? We have pop-up competitions which will happen in the Atrium and the Mugger over the next few weeks. The beauty of this house system is it's up to you. What competition would you like to participate? What competition would you like to design and compete in? Again, please, if you have any ideas, feel free to speak to me in the Atrium at lunchtime or break time or whenever you see me, as well as emailing me at housearcher@lamouthacademy.org. I'm going to give you all 2 minutes just to write down this email address in your planners. If you have any ideas in regards to competition as well as images for our house flag, please email them to housearcher@lamouthacademy.org. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to jot down this email address. Thank you, House Archer. If we just hands-free tracking the board in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, House Archer. So this week's event, it's a very interesting one. It's a very, very interesting one. This week we have house rowing. As you can see on the image to the right, we have Superman, Hulk, and other superheroes rowing on the row machine. This is what it will look like. Granted, we won't be dressed in these costumes. So each house will have their own row machine, which will be able to row the greatest distance in total. There'll be 1 minute per participant, and teachers, we expect you to row too. So this will commence at break and lunchtime with Mr. Shaw in the main hall and the mugger. We also have Heads Up. Some of you might know this game. It's a fun game requiring quick thinkers only. This will be held at lunch with Mr. Anderson on the mugger. So we have 2 competitions already this week, and essentially I expect Team Archer pupils and staff to get involved, to participate, to support each other, to not only gain the 100 points, but to also show the honourable leadership, the commitment to progress, and the excellent thinking. So that this week we'll have house rowing and Heads Up, as well as the House Shield competition. Next week, our competitions will have house anthems, we'll have a table tennis champs, keeper yuppie legends, and chess masters. Now, in regards to house anthems, it does need to be appropriate for the school. However, we are open to different genres. If you want classical, if you like jazz, if you're leaning more towards the drill side of things, then it should be okay. However, it does need to be appropriate with the school. So again, house theme, table tennis champs, keeper yuppies, and chess masters. So essentially, this is it from me, Mr. Ennor, Head of House Archer, with just a few messages from my end. I would like to, again, welcome you to House Archer. I'm very proud. I'm excited. I am more than joyful to be your head of house, but most importantly, to essentially deliver on the 3 values that Lambeth Academy and John Archer embodies, which is honourable leadership, commitment to progress, and excellence in thinking. If we can display these values within our life in school and outside of school, within the community, we will become compelling individuals, and I can guarantee you we will be the best house there is. With that being said, I'd like to wish you a great day. Again, if you see me in the atrium during break time or lunchtime, you have any questions, please, no questions ever too silly. Please come and approach me. Let's have that discussion, and also drop me an email at housearcher@lambethacademy.org. With that being said, have a great day, tutors. If we can ensure that we have a discourse or discussion in regards to house flags for the remaining 5 minutes. Apart from that, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you around. Thank you. Bye.